of the week is, what's your favorite kind of sandwich?
So we're going to do this whole dumb thing of arguing about what defines a sandwich.
Maybe. Should we play the Speakpipes first? Let them weigh in first?
All right.
We've got two of them.
That way we don't forget this time.
That's right. All right. So the first one comes to us from Tyler, a.k.a. TheFullRunThrough.
One of my favorite kinds of sandwiches would have to be the Monte Cristo sandwich. If you don't know what it is basically a ham and cheese sandwich made on French toast style bread. Sometimes you can put powdered sugar on the top of it. Most people will serve it with like a raspberry preserve either on it or as like a dipping sauce on the side. But it is sweet. It is smoky. It is savory. It is everything you could want wrapped in a sandwich. The first time I had one was probably about 7 or 8 years ago at my cousin's wedding. They had little finger sandwich style, but I do not remember how many I ate. And anywhere I go, if I see one on the menu, which is not many places will carry them, but I will order one. They are fantastic. Also, a hot dog is not a sandwich. If anything, you could argue that a hot dog is a taco.
Yeah, it's a poor fat taco. That's why Phil buys them 2 for $1 at Sheets, and that is why he has IBS and Crohn's and every other stomach disease. Okay, so look, a quick face.
Costco's hot dogs are super good, but yes, I agree, they're not a sandwich.
Yeah. So I made a face when he said French toast style, because I'm like, okay. In the South, they don't quite make it as delicately as I'm sure the French make it. And it's just overladen egg-soaked bread. And it's just a lot. And a lot of times the egg's not seasoned, so no salt, no real pepper. So it's just like, if you don't put sugar or syrup on it, it's just, somehow you make bread more plain. I don't understand how that happens. I looked it up. And I get it. So it's more of an egg. So I get why you said it's French toast salad. So, but it's an egg dipped sandwich. So according to Google, Monte Cristo sandwich is an egg dipped ham and cheese sandwich that is pan or deep fried. Which I don't like when people deep fry everything. It's just too much. It's too much grease, too much things. And I do like some deep fried stuff like a chimichanga. But yeah, the picture for the deep fried version from Bennigan's apparently is a lot of layers of ham and cheese and that, but the standard looks like a very fancy grilled cheese, which I would absolutely do with a little bit of that jam. I don't think I'd put sugar on it though. And I know why you do. I mean, people do that all the time, but I think ham would have enough sweetness for me that I wouldn't want the sugar on it.
See, I don't know. I think I might put a little bit of honey on it. I think that might be good.
Do you do that at Chick-fil-A? Put the honey on the chicken biscuit?
I not regularly, but I have done that. Yeah. I had a friend who would put honey on his grilled cheese, just normal grilled cheese. That was a little bit weird to me, but it wouldn't be that far off on this. I mean, it's like you said, it's a fancy grilled cheese. I've never actually tried a Monte Cristo. I think it might be fun.
Me either.
Might be tasty.
I don't see it on menus very often, like you said.
Yeah.
Did forget, tonight's question of the week is brought to you by Evan Williams, 1783 90 proof bourbon, and that's what I'm gonna be sipping on this
gin and juice. Laid back. All right,
you're supposed to be the clean, God-fearing one, and I'm the devil. What is the music that you are singing, sir? I'm unfamiliar with that poem.
What's
Mormon poem you just recited?
What's that movie with Chris Rock? Heaven Can Wait or whatever, or Heaven Can't Wait? Where he
did he do a remake of that? Because that was
it was a previous one, yes, but I think it's
not a Chris Rock version. Warren Beatty.
Rock.
Warren Beatty.
Heaven Can Wait. But yes, it is a remake. Or Down to Earth. That's what I'm thinking. Sorry, Down to Earth. Where he died. He's a comedian who dies and comes back as a rich white guy, old white guy.
That might be a rehash of Oh God, which was George Burns. Same thing. He died. Well, George Burns was an old white guy, but he died. And
Down to Earth is a remake of Heaven Can Wait. That's why I was getting them mixed up.
Gotcha. All right.
So, anyway,
well, you know
regardless.
Nobody listens to our show for a movie critique. That's TV's Travis. Haven't seen. Wait, you can't watch that? That's the spinoff. That's the Wish version. We're going to start. Wait, you can't watch that?
That song always makes me think of Down to Earth. So anyway,
hit the button. Hit the button.
Hit the button. All right. So Devocite is also answering the question of the week.
I do like a good sandwich. It can be as simple as a turkey sandwich, a BLT, Philly cheesesteaks, Monte Cristo, a Reuben with sauerkraut, not with Thousand Island, Cuban sandwich. If you're gonna go hamburgers, Red Robin and Five Guys make some awesome sandwiches. Well, hamburgers. But a hot dog is not a sandwich. I agree. The Earl of Sandwich did not ask for a piece of bread to be wrapped around a piece of meat.
Way that total line there, but also cheater.
He's just like all the good stuff.
Sandwich in the world. Then you went to hamburgers. You might as well throw quesadillas in. Those are a Mexican sandwich. Come on, Devo, pick one, man. Because I love a lot of sandwiches as well. I do, but I'd have to say my favorite is variations of grilled cheese. I love a great grilled cheese. I like I think it's Sarah Lee who makes the bread I like, but it's a artisan bread that's a thicker cut white bread. It's kind of mixed with Italian bread recipes, and you just slather that in butter. And you put it grilled down. And then I like multiple cheese. I like all kind of different cheeses from the deli. So I'll play with all the different ones. Sometimes I'll throw some ham or salami in there. Just a good grilled cheese. And you can't eat it without tomato soup. But why would you? Or this,
I mean,
right?
It's a very tasty pairing. So much so that they turned it into pizza. But. Grilled cheese and tomato soup is just deconstructed pizza.
I know you're being serious, but that is very much like a really dumb bad dad joke.
Oh man,
Joe. And a calzone is not a sandwich either. Okay,
what isn't
calzone?
Calzone. I wasn't going to say calzone. No, I was going to say a Philly cheesesteak. I
deconstructed grilled cheese.
I love a good Philly cheesesteak. Although Chicago, when I was there, Barry, he took me out to get an
Italian beef,
the Italian beef, which that was dang good too.
Did you do you eat spicy? I think you do.
Yeah, I do. Yeah.
So you get a hot Giratina on it?
I just got it however Barry told me to. I don't actually remember.
The Giratina is like a mix of peppers and onions and spices and some I think vinegar, and they cook it up next to the meat and then mix. Oh, dude, yeah.
It was. I've actually, that's the only time I've ever had an Italian hot beef, and it was very good, very good, so good. So now I'm getting hungry.
now I did claim my favorite sandwich, but do you ever go to a place, you have a specific sandwich at a specific place that you always get? Like mine is if I go to Firehouse Subs, which I do love, not just because I'm a medic and they support firefighters and all that, which is great. They really do great work. But the steamed meats, it's from New York firefighters. They steam these meats, and I've never even thought about that. Like, what does that even mean? And it's really good. But I always get the turkey with Swiss and mushrooms. Even though I want to try all the other sandwiches, and I have tried some other sandwiches, they're good, but I get that one. I think it's the Engineer. I get it every time I go there because it's just so good with the mushrooms and the Swiss cheese or the I think it's Swiss cheese and the turkey. So do you have a specific place that you get a specific thing at?
No, the only thing that comes to mind is my in-laws really
so that was a good one. I have
that is their Firehouse the Smokehouse brisket is
good,
very good.
It is, but I just every time I try to make myself try something else, but I don't go to Firehouse that often. Maybe once a quarter at most, and so it's like I'm just gonna get my mushroom sandwich. That's what I love. But
my in-laws really like Jason's Deli, and when
I've
we
been there
go,
once.
huh?
I think I've been there once.
Yeah. So when we go there, and my kids love going there because they've got the ice cream machine that they can just go up and get however much ice cream they want. But when we go there, I usually get a I don't even remember what it's called. It's a some kind of turkey club. It's got turkey, cheese, bacon. I think it's got some guacamole on it as well. That one's very good. Or if I go to say like an Arby's, I'll get their French dip. I really like Arby's French dip.
I always get the beef and cheddar. I mean, the French dip's good. Yeah, I always get the beef and cheddar at Arby's.
But
just again, I don't go there very often. I'm like, that's my trash food. Yeah, because it's nacho cheese. It's not even real cheese. It's like processed, non-dairy, whatever cheese. But yeah.
See, 5 years ago, I guess now it feels weird saying that. When I guess it was only 4 years because I got it towards the end of 2020. But anyway, regardless, when I got COVID and most of my taste had gone, one of the first things that came back was roast beef. Like I could actually taste Arby's. And so when we would go out to eat, more often than not, I'd say, hey, can we go to Arby's? Because I can actually taste it. And so I was eating the French dip every time we went there.